Hey family, how you doing out there today? Today I want to focus on starting a business. Starting a business is one of those great opportunities for you to, one, help offset the taxes on a W-2, two, generational legacies and generational wealth, three, transition from your current W-2 job into something that's going to be a little bit better, a little more profitable for you. We're going to delve right into this. We're going to get to the 7 steps forming an LLC. Step number 1. You got to have an idea about the type of business that you want. What are some of the things that you're good at? It can be something that you currently do. It can be a hobby that you like. It could be a side hustle that you've been doing that you're trying to formalize it, make it official. A store or restaurant, and do delivering packages part-time, whatever it is, but you want to make it legal. Define what your business is. Come up with a name for your business. What are you going to call your business? Finding a name for a business is probably one of the most important things and probably one of the hardest things in my opinion. I found that's the most challenging when I was starting my first business. That name has to have either limited liability or LLC or LLC company on the back of it. It has an extension for that. You got to make sure that you avoid names that can show you're related to the government or to some type of agency, banking agency, insurance agency, financial agency. You don't want that name involved in your company because they're going to bring on more additional requirements for you. Next thing you want to do, make sure that name is unique. Got to be distinguishable. And one of the ways you can make sure that you have a unique, you can come up with a name that you want, and then you can go into the state database and find out if that name's taken. Registered in Georgia, up to the Georgia database, and you want to call your company Mega Trucking LLC. It'll tell you if someone in your state already has that name. If someone already has that name, then you can't use it. You got to come up with another name. The name that you're interested in, and you do a quick search on it. No data found. So that tells me the name is available for you to use. Let's say we wanted to go with Malo Consulting. And do a search in the state of Georgia on Malo Consulting. Come back and says Malo Consulting is already in use, and it'll tell you information about the entity, when it was established, its address and locations, and information like that. So I said we did a search on just Omega. We'll list every company that's registered in the state of Georgia with the name Omega with it. Step 2, set up a domain for your company. Lots of places out there you can go and purchase domains. Places like Wix, GoDaddy.com. Also set up an email address for your company. You want to do this because you want to make sure your company looks legit. Also, if you're not ready to start submitting your documentation to the Secretary of State, you can go and reserve that name decided on so that they can hold that name for you before someone won't come in. But they'll hold it only for 30 days. Submitting your documentation, the first thing you need to do is to try to get you a registered agent. Registered agent is someone who can legally receive all your documentation from federal government, from the state, from the IRS. They're responsible for ensuring that documentation is forwarded on to you. The other things you might want to consider, see if you want to also have a virtual address that you can use instead of putting your address for your home address on all your business information. You can use a virtual address. People who are doing digital nomads, they typically have a virtual address because you can't have an address outside of the United States in order to have a company here in the United States. Sometimes a virtual address is also good when you don't want anyone to go through the state database and find out about your company and find out address where you live. That's also the purpose of having registered agents, so that all that paperwork will go to that registered agent. He'd be responsible for receiving it, and he'd have a way in which he can forward it and get it to you in a timely manner. Number 3, register your company with the Secretary of State. Develop what they call a article of organizations. This is a document that you have to develop. Actually describes how your organization is going to be organized. It's going to be the owner, and if you have partners, all the partners in the company, it's got to be listed out. You're going to distribute any profits. You have to submit that to the state and provide you an official registration. You do what they call a CD 030. They will sign you item number 4, LLC operating agreement. Aspects and rights and responsibilities of your company. Let the banks know you have been organized and authorized to produce as a company in the state, and also let you know who's the ownership and all those things about the structure and the operations of your company. Once the Secretary of State has returned to you your certificate of organization, that's your legal authority to go ahead and operate and start your business. Step 5 is to get your LLC EIN. And this is basically a federal tax ID number that identifies your company. You have to have the EIN, particularly if you're getting ready to open a business account. It allows you to manage your federal taxes and even to hire employees if you're going to decide to bring some employees on. Step number 6, business financing. You can get financing for your business in one of numerous ways. You can apply for grants, also apply for loans. There's Small Business Administration that provides loans. Also apply for business credit cards. So step 7, once you've got your business up, you're ready to file reports. Every year you got to file a report on how your business is doing. You got to file your tax report. Also need to file to the state every year. You need to do a state file in order to keep your business up. If you fail to do your state filing, they can actually deactivate your business. Make sure you keep your personal finances separate from your business finances. If necessary, you need to hire an accountant or CPA. Now that you've stuck around this long, I do want to give you a bonus step. You go and register with sam.gov. Now, sam.gov is the official registration repository for anyone looking to do contracts or sell products or provide service to the federal government. When you register with sam.gov, they will give you a number, unique identity ID, that identifies you as a business that's registered with the government to get contracts. That allows you to go in, look at contracts on the federal government websites and bid on those contracts. Once you register in SAM and you receive your unique ID number, your unique entity ID, they will automatically send your application over to DLA. The DLA will assign you a cage code. That cage code represents your organization. You have to use that organization. It identifies what type of services you provide, what type of products you provide, what type of thing. When you've been on contracts, you have to have a cage code. That sets you up to being able to get contracts with the government. And some of them can be, small, and some of them can be very big, and some of them can be very lucrative. I recommend to you, if you're looking to start making additional money to try to build a family legacy, you start your business. These steps become daunting for you. If you need some help, sign up for one-on-one counseling on my website, Malo Consulting, and I can help you out. I'll walk you through that. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. And you guys have a blessed day. Keep your head up. Keep your head up. It's going to get better. You keep working at it. And we're going to get there, guys. Your future is in your hands.